Why do some sugar-free foods leave you gassy or bloated while others don't? The answer often lies in sugar alcohols or polyols, like xylitol, sorbitol, maltitol, mannitol, isomalt, lactitol, and erythritol. These ingredients are commonplace in sugar-free gum, keto baking, diabetic-friendly treats, and even toothpaste. Products with high amounts require a warning label due to the laxative effect that can occur with excessive consumption. However, erythritol stands out in clinical research, displaying different properties compared to its counterparts. To understand why, let's start with the basics. Polyols are chemically similar to sugar, possessing additional hydroxyl groups that contribute to their name. Despite the presence of the word alcohol, it has no relation to alcoholic beverages. Consuming erythritol does not lead to intoxication. Manufacturers typically produce these sugar alcohols by either fermenting or hydrogenating glucose. As a result, they contain fewer calories, with erythritol having around 0.2 calories per gram compared to maltitol's 3 calories. This incomplete absorption is where many polyols cause problems. Nutrition scientists categorize them under FODMAPs, which are fermentable oligosaccharides, disaccharides, monosaccharides, and polyols. This classification helps doctors guide individuals with irritable bowel syndrome in identifying foods that may provoke symptoms. When the small intestine fails to absorb these substances, they reach the large intestine, where gut bacteria ferment them, producing gas. Simultaneously, unabsorbed sugar alcohols draw water into the gut through osmosis, leading to symptoms like bloating, cramping, and diarrhea, especially beyond a certain intake. Research indicates that most healthy adults tolerate around 10 grams of sorbitol daily with only slight gas, but 20 grams can trigger significant discomfort. Mannitol and others similarly exhibit laxative effects in excess, demonstrating a clear distinction between their impacts and those of erythritol. Erythritol, unlike its sister polyols, is absorbed efficiently by the small intestine, about 60 to 90%, before it reaches the colon. This means it enters the bloodstream, gets filtered by the kidneys, and primarily exits the body in urine within a day or two. A study contrasting erythritol and xylitol highlighted this difference. Erythritol's absorption was efficient and dose-dependent, while xylitol left a considerable amount to be fermented in the colon. Consequently, there is minimal erythritol left for gut bacteria to ferment, avoiding the typical gas issue. Human trials reinforce this, showing that erythritol does not elevate breath hydrogen levels, a marker of fermentation. In a significant study, researchers labeled erythritol to track its movement in the body and found it was excreted nearly unchanged, with no signs of breakdown by gut bacteria. In practical applications, trials indicate erythritol's tolerant nature. In one trial with 70 adults consuming varying doses of sucrose, xylitol, and erythritol, the latter caused no significant symptoms at lower doses compared to sugar. Even at 50 grams, erythritol led to mild nausea but no increase in loose stools, whereas xylitol caused issues sooner. A similar study with children found that beverages with up to 15 grams of erythritol were well tolerated, suggesting kiddies manage it as well as adults. Regulatory bodies have utilized such data to establish safety limits. Recent guidelines from European food safety authorities suggest a conservative limit of about 0.5 gram per kilogram of body weight daily, staying well below any laxative effect thresholds. Interestingly, the symptom threshold is estimated to be significantly higher for men and women. Beyond digestion, erythritol has additional benefits. It does not spike blood sugar or insulin levels, making it favorable for those managing diabetes or adhering to low-carb diets. It is virtually calorie-free and cannot be metabolized by oral bacteria to produce cavities. Long-term studies in children show that erythritol candies resulted in less tooth decay than those made with sorbitol or xylitol, with benefits persisting after cessation. However, erythritol is not without its caveats. Large single doses exceeding 50 grams can still lead to nausea and digestive upset in some individuals. Ongoing research is examining whether elevated blood levels of erythritol correlate with cardiovascular risk markers, prompting regulators to take this matter seriously and establish daily limits. For those using erythritol, moderation is key. Begin with small amounts to gauge your tolerance, and carefully monitor your total intake, as many sugar-free products blend multiple polyols. Be aware of labels, as erythritol often appears alongside other sugar alcohols that may contribute to gut reactions. Always consult a healthcare professional if you have digestive issues or cardiovascular concerns regarding erythritol consumption. In summary, think of erythritol as a delivery truck efficiently dropping off most of its cargo before reaching the bustling town center, where the chaos of digestion occurs. Unlike other polyols that unload directly into the crowd, causing gas and discomfort, erythritol's unique absorption nature allows it to make a much smoother entry, earning its reputation as one of the most gut-friendly sugar alcohols. When used judiciously, it offers an excellent alternative for those seeking sugar substitutes.